All right, I need to review how you graph line equations, going from algebra to actually drawing a picture of it. So line equations show the algebra relationship between x and y. Boys. Also, hopefully you're aware of, have you seen grids like this before? Do you know what that's called? Cartesian plane. Good. Why is that useful to us when we're looking at the relationship between x and y? Well, the horizontal axis is x and the vertical axis is y. So that's also relating x and y. So that if I have an equation that relates x and y, I can draw a picture of it on this. But how? Because I was just testing you and I could see that you couldn't. There's two different line equations that you should be able to graph. Slope-intercept form should be the revision, but clearly I need to go over it again. So first thing, what I'm going to do, I will ask you to copy down how do you graph in slope-intercept form, and then I will show you on the Cartesian plane. So get graphing in slope-intercept form. Next 5 minutes I'll give you for that. Can you get these steps to start off with? And then can you draw a Cartesian plane underneath that goes 10 by 10? Don't talk, because you couldn't show me. You talk if you can show me that you can do it, all right? Get the steps for graphing in slope-intercept form to start off with so I can demo it, because this should be revision. This shouldn't be new, but if it's new, I'm fixing it now. So just graphing in slope-intercept form and set up a Cartesian plane that goes 10 by 10. 10 up, 10 down, 10 left, 10 right. Let me read those steps out to you. You need to make sure that the line equation is in slope-intercept form. Have you at least seen y is equal to mx plus c? Have you seen something like that?
No.
Have you all been in the same class?
Too long.
Because this should have been hammered like year 8 and year 9. Were you guys the first year 7 group as well?
Yeah.
You're in year 7. I don't think they do that in year 7. Okay, no, I'm going to do it from scratch then. You make sure it's in the slope-intercept form. Y is equal to mx plus c. Is it broken already?
No, the thing just won't go.
I'm working on Friday, yeah, it's one month away, I don't know. So, yeah, it's my travel person. Like stuff and stuff like that, stuff like free stuff that can jam and stuff, I think.
Hope you had?
Maybe I have to follow. Yeah, I try. We stop trying.
Second step, you place a point at the y-intercept according to the value of c. So c is the y-intercept. Have you at least heard of the idea of rise over run? Okay, so you have done this, your memory just sucks. And I don't like rise over run. I'm going to do it better. So step 1, ensure the line equation is written in slope-intercept form. It looks like y is equal to mx plus c. You place a point at the y-intercept according to the value of c. Three is the new one. Can you not talk and just copy? You can talk after. All right, let me see if I can remind you. Step 3 is what your previous teachers would have said was rise over run. Does that sound familiar? I don't like rise over run because that suggests that lines always rise. They don't. They can fall. They can go down that direction. And run, what do I mean by run? I can run left or right. So my version of the slope is this. If you write slope as a fraction, the top of the fraction is how far it goes up or down. If it's positive, it goes up. If it's negative, it goes down. And run, instead of saying run, it's over the step to the right. You're always working out the slope based on you stepping from left to right. Because in English, what direction do we read? Left to right. Once you've worked out what the slope is, use the info from the slope to step right and step up or down from the y-intercept you place. Then draw a line between the 2 points. So I'll still give you another minute. Can you make sure you have that in full so I can refer back to it when I'm demoing it on the Cartesian plane? Don't get this down yet. I'll give you time for that because this is brand new. You wouldn't have done this before. Slope-intercept form, I need to fix what's come before. Was that ambulance called for that thing?
No, he got taken
To the hospital?
there. Yeah,
By... Oh, damn. Okay. So it wasn't bad enough that an ambulance...
No, it's just like it's just like a deep cut, right?
Like a really deep split lip or something.
Yeah.
How much paperwork his teacher's going to fill in? Because they were being silly?
Poor Mr. Wood.
He was in the wrong way.
Well, legit. Did the teacher ask him to do that?
No.
No? But the problem is that the teacher's going to be blamed. No wonder none of us want to...
No, but like, they were it helps.
Yeah, he encouraged it.
No, like he was holding it with Ricky. Oh, yes. Yeah, so both of that fault, but still, like, if they wasn't down, they wouldn't have happened.
If we want to run tech studies, we can't, like, handcuff you. You have to be able to move around and do stuff. You just have to be able to be trusted to not be silly. I'm going to zoom out so I can start demoing this. Huh? All right, we're going to practice graphing in slope-intercept form. So step 1, ensure the line equation is written in slope-intercept form. Does this blue one here look like y is equal to mx plus c? Is it y is equal to something x plus something else? It says y is equal to negative 2x plus 3. So it's in that form. That's check 1, done. Place a point at the y-intercept according to the value of c. So in this blue equation here, which number is c? Is it the negative 2 or is it the 3? 3. So I put a dot on the y-axis at 3. Is one dot enough info to draw a line yet? If I've got a dot, I know that the line's going to go through there, but I don't know what direction it is. So that's why, step 3, write the slope as a fraction. So what is negative 2? Negative 2 is a whole number. But what is any whole number written as a fraction? It's something over 1. Well done. So the slope of negative 2 is going to be negative 2 over 1. Why did I write it as a fraction? Because if it's a fraction, now I can look at this. Instead of saying rise over run, which is meaningless, what does the top number say? It's negative 2. So this line is going to go down 2. And the bottom of the fraction is the horizontal step right. What is the horizontal step right? 1. See how now I know the direction? I'll go into my dot. From my y-intercept, my line goes to the right once. And how far down? Twice. So now I put a second dot there. Can I draw a line through those 2 dots? That is how you draw a line in slope-intercept form. So now, it shouldn't be all wishy-washy. -2 or whatever, you look at a line that looks like this. What is the y-intercept? 3. So I place a dot at +3. How do I work out what direction to go? I look at the slope, write it as a fraction. It's going to be -2/1. So I go down 2 and to the right 1, and then draw a line through them. Okay? Just for interest's sake, I'm going to do one in purple. What about this? Let's call it C. What if I ask you to draw y is equal to 3/4 x plus 1? Less help from me. Is this in slope-intercept form? It's y is equal to something x plus another number. Okay, I know you know how to do it. Where would I put my first dot for this line? What is this? What is the y-intercept of that?
1.
1. Where? On the y-axis or the x-axis?
1.
Good. I have a purple dot. Can I draw a line through one dot? No. Now I look at the slope. See how it's already a fraction? It's already a fraction. So what does the bottom say? I have to go to the right 4 times. What does the top say? I go what? Up how many? 3. So I go to the right 4 times and up 3. Now I can place 2 dots. Is 2 dots enough info to draw a line? That's how you draw a line in slope-intercept form. Okay? Now, we're not finished yet because this is the straight Year 10 material. Can I give you 5 minutes, please, to get graphing in general form down? And then I'll demonstrate it. This is a second form of line equation. If you're going to do general maths next year, you have to be aware of it. Even in Year 12 as well, we do that. So a line equation in general form doesn't look like y is equal to mx plus c. It looks like ax plus bx plus... ax plus by is equal to another number, c. Just get that second box, I'll show you how it works. Graphing in general form. Are the headphones not working? Huh? No, don't worry about it. I'm almost done with these guys, and then I'll sit down with you both. The general form one you're not going to like as much right now because it involves algebra. But if you get good at it, it's faster. Minutes and I'll demo. If you have got the notes, maybe try graphing that red one, B, using those steps. Be ready to erase it if you got it wrong. Oh. You know how much fun it will be if the power went out? Again? Looks like it. It's flickering a little bit. When I first bought the umbrella, everyone's roasting me. Why do you have such a big umbrella? And then when it first stormed, I'm like, oh, now I know why. All right, let me demo graphing in general form. Almost done. Step 1, ensure the line equation is written in general form. AX plus BY is equal to C. Is this red equation written like that? It doesn't have Y by itself. It's a number X and a number Y is equal to another number. So general form, tick. How do we do these two steps? In the equation, make Y equal 0. I thought it was the thing, but it's just an auto line. Make Y equal 0, then solve for X. This X is the x-intercept of your line. So I'm going to do it in red. So here we do working out. Step 2, in the equation, make Y equal 0. So I'm going to rewrite this 3x, take 4 lots of, Y is going to be 0 now. So 4 lots of nothing equals 12. Can someone tell me what is 4 times by nothing? Nothing. So what's left in this equation? 3x is equal to 12. What's the 3 doing to x currently? It's multiplying right now. How do you fix it though? How do you get rid of timesing by 3? What's the opposite of timesing something by dividing? So divide both sides by 3 to get rid of the 3. X is going to be 12 divided by 3 is going to be 4. So what was the point of that? This point is the x-intercept. You plot that on the x-axis. So I have a dot at 4. Is one dot enough info to draw a line? So, okay, we worked out where it's going to touch the x-axis by making y equals 0. What could I make equal 0 next? X. Let's make x equals 0. So it's going to be 3 lots of nothing. Take 4y equals 12. What is 3 lots of nothing? Still nothing. So what's left on the left-hand side? Negative 4y equals 12. What's negative 4 doing to what? It's timesing by negative 4. What's the opposite of timesing by negative 4? Well, you said divide by negative 4. Divide by negative 4. That's going to cancel out. So y is going to be 12 divided by 4 normally is 3, but it's negative this time. So what is that? That's where my dot is going to go. Y is equal to negative 3. Do I have 2 red dots now? Could I draw a line through those 2 red dots? So that is how you draw a line in general form. You're not going to like it right now because it involves algebra and no one likes the algebra, but you've seen how that works. And if you're fast at it, you can do it pretty quickly. Okay? So just a refresh. How do I draw in slope-intercept form? This one. I look at the y-intercept. I put a dot there. And then I look at the slope. Write it as a fraction. Then I take my steps right and up or down. How do I draw equations in this form? Make x equals 0, make y equals 0, plot the points. Okay? I'm going to stop the video there.